A Zulu Grammar for Beginners. Now, because of the paucity of literature on Zulu available, I'm using a Zulu Grammar for Beginners written back in 1940. It's a revised edition by P.A. Stewart. The vast majority of the Zulu lesson that I shall give is based on this. It's unfortunate that even in this day and age, we have very little, very scant literature available, and it's at best quite poor. Thankfully, we've had reverends and pastors and so forth who came down to South Africa in the 1800s and early 1900s, who dwelt amongst the natives, the native Zulu nation, and as a result, they did some pretty decent textbooks relating to Zulu. So this is where a wealth of the Zulu lesson on Zulu grammar that I shall give comes from, and I'm greatly indebted to the works of these great men from times past. We've been told by our Lord Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach, that freely you've received, so freely give. I really feel that education should be for free, so please feel free to utilize this this lesson provided freely, and freely share it. I do not intend to profit from it in any way, but I feel indebted to just share it, as throughout my life there's a lot that I've received for free, and I feel that I should give for free as well. A few assumptions have been made here. First of all, that the learner who is listening to this particular piece has a basic understanding of Zulu and essentially would like to improve their Zulu so that they may speak better, communicate better, and have a broader vocabulary and understanding of the grammar. Zulu is a Nguni language, so if you already speak a Nguni language, such as Shona, Ndebele, Tonga, Shangani, Xhosa, Venda, and the like, you will find that these languages are very much related, and as a result, it is pretty simple to relate to the Zulu language, as there are many words that actually are similar with the rest of the Nguni languages. So assumptions made are that one knows how to say the letters in Zulu, the clicks in Zulu, and also understands the various groups of nouns and pronouns present, the various classes. In this particular piece, I'll be basing it on 8 classes. Class 1 being nouns that begin with U and is a person, the plural being aba. Nouns of class 1 which do not begin with as well as all other proper names of persons, will have their plurals in o, e.g. udade, sister, or dade, sisters, umpande, ompande. Note, however, there are some variances here. Umlungu and Umsutu have plurals abelungu and abesutu, denoting to white man and the Basuto. Any noun beginning with the prefix uno will have its plural in o, e.g. unogwaja for hair is onogwaja for the plural. Class 2 are those nouns beginning with e, which is a shortened form of ili. For instance, iche is short for iliche. That would be for the singular, and for the plural it would be ama. So iche would be amache. ikati, amakati. Class 3 would be for the I'm in nouns. That is to say, nouns beginning with im and nouns beginning with in. For instance, imvu for sheep. The plural is always easy. So the plural for imvu will be izimvu. Inja for dog will be izinja for the plural. Indlu for house, izindlu for houses. Class 4 denotes to those nouns that begin with isi, the si nouns. For instance, isiwa for precipice, the plural being easy, iziwa. Isilwane for animal, izilwane for animals. Class 5 is the umu or nouns that do not denote to people. For instance, umuti for tree. The plural for umu and will be imi. So umuti, tree, plural imiti, trees. Umgodi, hole, imigodi, holes. Class 6 denotes to nouns that begin with u, which is a shortened form of ulu. So for instance, upape for feather is the shortened version of ulupape. The plural for ulu or u of class 6 will be easy as well. So upape, izimpape. Uti for stick, izinti for sticks. Class 7 and Class 8 don't have plurals. Class 7 denotes to those nouns that begin with ubu. The ubu nouns of Class 7 are derived as a rule from nouns and adjectives. For example, ubude for height or length is derived from the adjective de. Class 8 are the uku nouns. An example of this would be ukudla, to eat. Sorry, ukudla for food, although ukudla means to eat. But then in Class 8, that to eat would be a verb, but in the sense of it being a noun, ukudla would be food, which belongs to Class 8. Again, an assumption has been made that one would know what the pronouns are for these classes, but I'll just quickly go through them. For Class 1, umu, the pronoun will be u. So umuntu, uya, etc., etc. For the plural, aba, the pronoun will be ba, abantu, baya, etc., etc. Class 2, ili, the pronoun will be li. So ikati, lia, so such and such. The plural, ama, the pronoun will be a, amakati, ayadla, for instance. Class 3, imi, the pronoun will be e. Izi, the pronoun will be zi. Class 4, isi, the pronoun will be si. Izi, for the plural, will be zi. Class 5, umu, the pronoun will be u. Imi, for the plural, the pronoun will be i. Class 6, u, or ulu, the pronoun will be lu. Izi, for the plural, will be zi. Class 7, ubu, the pronoun will be bu. Class 8, uku, the pronoun will be ku. We shall do gender next. A noun is made feminine by the addition of kazi. For instance, inkosi for chief, inkosikazi, chieftainess. Imvu for sheep, imvukazi for ewe, female sheep. The word inkomo is the generic name of the bovine species and is used in the same way as we use the word beast when referring to cattle. The commonest method of denoting bull, ox, cow is by using the words inkunzi, inkabi, inkomazi, respectively. Just a side note, just out of interest for those who are not too sure or what the difference between a bull and an ox is. An ox is basically a castrated bull. The reason being that, as you know, like with the eunuchs, if you're castrated, you grow much bigger, and as a result, the oxen are used for plowing, as opposed to the bulls, which are used for reproduction, but usually aren't as strong as an ox, hence the term as strong as an ox. So a bull is inkunzi, an ox is inkabi, a cow inkomazi. To denote the sex of other animals, especially the larger ones, such as horses and mules, the above three words are used in the following manner. For a stallion is a bull version of a horse. Ihashi lenkunzi. For a gelding, which is an ox version of a horse, Ihashi lenkabi. As for a mare, which is a female horse or a cow version of a horse, Ihashi lenkomazi. Another way of expressing the sex of animals is by using the words iduna for male and insikazi for female. Although it's permissible to apply these two words to any kind of animal, it's perhaps better to use them only when referring to the young of the larger animals and the smaller animals, both young and full grown. For example, inkonyana yeduna is a calf of a male, i.e. a bull calf. Ihashi lensikazi is a young horse of a female, i.e. a filly. However, the male and female of people is strictly speaking defined by using the words isilisa for male and isifazana for female. For instance, umntwana wesilisa is a child of a male kind. Umntwana wesifazana is a child of a female kind. But the more common way is by using the words umfana for boy and intombazana for girl to denote the sex of children, and indoda for man, and umfazi in Old Zulu or inkosikazi in New Zulu to denote the sex of adults. Umfazi in this day and age in Zulu is found offensive, hence inkosikazi is the usual term to refer to a female adult person. Of course, if the language already contains a word which in itself denotes the sex of the animal or person referred to, the rules given do not come into force. For example, iqude is a cock, izikukukazi is a hen, umyeni, bridegroom, umakoti, bride, unkonka, bushbuck ram, imbabala, bushbuck doe. Next, we move on to the diminutives. Diminutives are formed by adding ana or anyana to the noun or adjective, the final vowel of the root being elided, e.g., iche for stone, ichana for a little stone or a pebble. It would seem that anyana is only added to nouns which are already in their diminutive form, e.g., umntwana is the diminutive of umuntu. Umntwanyana is the diminutive of umntwana. So umntwanyana will be a little child. Now, rule 2. If the final vowel is o or u, it is changed to wa and ana is added. For example, inkuku for a fowl, inkukwana for a little fowl. Isilo for an animal, wild animal, isilwana for a small wild animal. Indlu for a house, indlwana for a small house. And rule 3, if the final consonant is L, change it to la and add ana. For example, itole for a bullock, itodlana for a small bullock. Umfula for a river, umfudlana for a streamlet. Umbila for mealies, umbidlana for a small quantity of mealies. There is an exception to this rule where if L is followed by O, the diminutive is formed as in the second rule, the L not being changed to la. For example, isilo, wild animal, is isilwana. Umlilo, fire, umlilwana. Now, rule 4, if the final consonant is B, P, or M, B and P change to cha. M and B, MB changes to nja, and M changes to nya, and ana is added to all of these. Examples: ingubo for blanket, ingujana for small blanket. Impupu for mealy meal, impushana small quantity of meal. Intamo neck, intanyana for small neck. Intambo for string, intanjana for small piece of string. We move on next to the cases of nouns. There are 3 cases: the nominative, the vocative, and the locative. Now, the nominative cases require no explanation as it is the noun in its simple or uninflected form. The vocative case is formed by dropping the initial vowel of the prefix. For example, cechwayo will be the nominative for a person called ucechwayo. The locative case denotes at, to, from, on, or in. Right, rule 1, it is formed by changing the initial vowel into e while the termination of the word undergoes these changes. The final a is changed into any, final e to any, final I to ini, final o to weni, final u to weenie. The W in the final o or u is omitted when the preceding consonant is F or V. For example, umfula, river, becomes emfuleni, in, at, on, from, to the river. Ingalo, arm, becomes engalweni, on the arm, etc. Iche, stone, becomes echeni, on the stone, in the stone, at the stone, etc. Umuti, tree, becomes emutini, on the tree, on a tree, from the tree, etc. Ukudla, food, becomes ekudleni, in the food. Inkuku, fowl, becomes enkukwini, on a fowl. Imvu, sheep, becomes emvini, in or on the sheep. Rule 2. If the last consonant is B, P, or M, it is changed in the same way as was laid down in the case of the diminutives. So B and P change to ch, M changes to nya, and MB changes to nja. Note, the final ending of the locative of these examples as given would be either any or ini, but never mweni or mwini. So for instance, you can't have something ending in chwini or nwini or njweni. It just wouldn't make sense. It would be cheni, nyini, njeni, njini, etc. Some examples are as follows. Ingubo for blanket becomes engucheni, in the blankets. Umkumbi for ship becomes emkunjini, in the ship. Ikupa for knuckle becomes ekucheni, in the knuckles. Umlomo, mouth, becomes emlonyeni, in the mouth or on the mouth. Intamo becomes entanyeni, in the neck, on the neck. Rule 3. Locatives of proper names of persons are expressed by the preposition ku, the initial u of the name. All names of persons must begin with u, by the way, being dropped. No change takes place in the end of the name. For example, Umpande makes Kumpande, at to from Mpande. Ushaka makes Kushaka, at to from Shaka. The locative of umlungu, mind you, for white man, is kumlungu, i.e. it is treated as the proper name of a person. Rule 4. Proper names of places, rivers, for example, form their locatives by prefixing e, no change taking place at the end of the word. For example, Emnambiti, at Ladysmith. Rule 5. The locative of pronouns, for example, on it, to him, in them, is also expressed by using the preposition ku, the pronoun in such cases being placed in the prepositional form. For example, kulo, kuyo, kuzo, kuye. As in most languages, there will be exceptions to these rules, and these ones should be learned by heart. Ikanda, head, ekanda. Ikaya, home, ekaya. Impumalanga, east, empumalanga. Ihlobo, summer, ehlobo. Iziko, hearth, hearth like where you cook stuff on the fire. Eziko. Ukwindla, harvest, ekwindla. Ihlombe, shoulder, ehlombo. Intaba, hill, entabeni. Insimu, garden, ensimini. Umhlana, back, emhlana. Umnyango, door, emnyango. Intshonalanga, west, entshonalanga. Ubusuku, night, ebusuku. Ubusika, winter, ebusika. Indlu, house, endlini. Umzimba, body, emzimbeni. Rule 6. The locative takes s before it whenever it follows a personal pronoun, b, a possessive particle, c, the verb to be, ba, d, the words na, nga, and njenga. Na means and, nga means near or by or close or to, and njenga means like as. This s is inserted to prevent crasis. Crasis is the contraction of two vowels into one. Examples. The food is in the mouth. Ukudla kusemlonyeni. The people are at home. Abantu basekhaya. The people have gone to the river and to the hill. Abantu bahambile emfuleni nasentabeni. The woman is near home. Umfazi ungasekhaya. Or inkosikazi ingasekhaya. Like as or just as at home. Njengasekhaya. To summarize, the beginning of the locative is nearly always e, the ending nearly always ni. The locative of persons is expressed by ku. The locative takes s before it when it is preceded by a pronoun, possessive particle, the verb to be, ba, or na, nga, or njenga. The locative of names of places is formed merely by prefixing e and no change at the end of the word. move on to possessive particles next. The possessive or genitive case in Zulu is expressed by a particle which may be called the possessive particle, and which is equivalent to the English word of. In English, we may say either the man's house or the house of the man, but in Zulu, only the latter form of expression is possible. That is to say, the house of the man. There's a possessive particle for each class of noun, one for the singular and one for the plural. Now, there are a few rules to this. Rule 1. The possessive particle is formed by adding a to the pronoun. The following table will illustrate this rule. I'll do the classes for the singular and the plural henceforth. Forthwith. Class 1. U. Possessive particle wa. Plural ba. Possessive particle ba. Class 2. Li. La. Plural a. Class 3. I. Ya. Plural zi. Za. Class 4. Si. Sa. Plural zi. Za. Class 5. U. Wa. Plural I. Ya. Class 6. Lu. Lua. That's with a W. Lu. Lua. Plural zi. Za. Class 7 and 8 have no plurals. Class 7, bu, bua, with a W. Class 8, ku, kwa, with a W. According to the rule, the possessive particles formed from the pronouns u, I, a, and ba should be ua, ia, aa, and baa. Although they are not written in this way, the sounds which these combinations represent are: for ua will be ua, ia, ya, aa, a, baa, ba. Hence why you get wa, ya, a, and ba, respectively. But the pronouns li, si, zi should, if the rule is applied, become lia, sia, and zia. This, however, is not the case, chiefly, it seems, for the sake of euphony. Hence, why we have la, ya, sa, and wa. Now, rule 2. The possessive particle must always agree with the thing possessed, so that in the sentence, the man's house, which in Zulu would read the house of the man, the possessive particle must agree with house and not with man. It will greatly simplify matters if it is borne in mind that the thing possessed always comes before the person or thing possessing it. Examples to follow. Rule 3. The a of the possessive particle coalesces with the initial vowel, if there is one, of the following word. Thus, a and a become a. A and e become e. A and u become o. So that the plow of the people will be igeja la bantu. The plow of the man, igeja lendoda. The plow of the person, igeja lo muntu. Of course, if the word following the possessive particle does not begin with a vowel, no coalescence can take place. For example, the plow of this person will be igeja la lo muntu. The lo here means this. Note, when the a of the possessive particle coalesces, as in the 3 examples given here, it, the possessive particle, must be joined to the word with which it conjoins. Otherwise, it must be written separately, as in igeja la lo muntu. Rule 4. The possessive particle of proper names of persons is always ka, no matter what class of noun the thing possessed is. The a of ka does not coalesce with the initial u, all names of persons begin with u, but the u is dropped. The pronoun of the thing possessed, which is always mentioned first, is prefixed to ka. For example, the children of Dlozi will not be abantwana bodlozi, abantwana badlozi, abantwana kodlozi, but abantwana bakadlozi, the children they of Dlozi, literally. If the pronoun is u, it is not prefixed to ka. For example, the child of Dlozi, umntwana kadlozi. Pronouns continued. We already know something of the pronouns of the third person, having learnt them with the nouns in the nominative case. It will be seen from now that they occur in 4 other cases. The personal pronouns are shown in all their cases in the following examples. Pronouns of the first person. Nominative ngi. Accusative ngi, meaning me. Nominative ngi, meaning I. Possessive me, meaning my. Prepositional me, meaning me. And then the emphatic mina, meaning I. I shall give examples of pronouns of all the classes of the nouns in order for all of this to make sense. So starting with the pronouns of the first person, I'll give the singular and the plural for each. Nominative ngiyathanda. Accusative uyangithanda. Possessive ukudla kwami, my food. Prepositional uyadlala nami, you play with me. Emphatic ngiyajabula mina, I am happy. Plural siyathanda, we love, or we like. Accusative uyasithanda, you love or you like us. Possessive ukudla kwethu, our food. Prepositional uyadlala nathi, you play with us. Emphatic siyajabula thina, we are happy. Now pronouns of the second person. Nominative uyathanda. Plural niyathanda. Accusative uyakuthanda. Plural uyanithanda. Possessive ukudla kwako. Plural ukudla kwenu. Prepositional uyadlala nawe. Plural uyadlala nani. Emphatic uyajabula wena. Plural niyajabula nina. Class 2. Nominative liyathanda. Accusative uyalithanda. Possessive ukudla kwalo. Prepositional uyadlala nalo. Emphatic liyajabula lona. Plural nominative ayathanda. Accusative uyawathanda. Possessive ukudla kwawo. Prepositional, uyadlala nawo. Emphatic, ayajabula wona. Class 3, nominative, iyathanda. Accusative, uyayithanda. Possessive, ukudla kwayo. Prepositional, uyadlala nayo. Emphatic, iyajabula yona. Plural, nominative, ziyathanda. Accusative, uyazithanda. Possessive, ukudla kwazo. Prepositional, uyadlala nazo. Emphatic, ziyajabula zona. Class 4, siyathanda. Nominative. Accusative, uyasithanda. Possessive, ukudla kwaso. Prepositional, uyadlala naso. Emphatic, siyajabula sona. Plural, ziyathanda. Nominative. Accusative, uyazithanda. Possessive, ukudla kwazo. Prepositional, uyadlala nazo. Emphatic, ziyajabula zona. Class 5, nominative, uyathanda. Accusative, uyakuthanda. Possessive, ukudla kwawo. Prepositional, uyadlala nawo. Emphatic, uyajabula wona. Plural, nominative, iyathanda. Accusative, uyayithanda. Possessive, ukudla kwayo. Prepositional, uyadlala nayo. Emphatic, iyajabula yona. Class 6, nominative, luyathanda. Accusative, uyaluthanda. Possessive, ukudla kwalo. Prepositional, uyadlala nalo. Emphatic, luyajabula lona. Plural, ziyathanda. Nominative. Accusative, uyazithanda. Possessive, ukudla kwazo. Prepositional, uyadlala nazo. Emphatic, ziyajabula zona. Class 7 and Class 8 only have singulars, no plurals. Buyathanda for the nominative. Accusative, uyabuthanda. Possessive, ukudla kwabo. Prepositional, uyadlala nabo. Emphatic, buyajabula bona. Class 8, kuyathanda for the nominative. The accusative, uyakuthanda. Possessive, ukudla kwako. Prepositional, uyadlala nako. And the emphatic, kuyajabula kona. Pronouns of the third person, class 1, because we've done class 2 to class 8. Now this is class 1 for people. Nominative, uyathanda, he or she likes. Accusative, uyamthanda, you like him or her. Possessive, ukudla kwakhe, his or her food. Prepositional, uyadlala naye, you play with him or her. Emphatic, uyajabula yena, he or she is happy. Plural, bayathanda for the nominative. The accusative, uyabathanda, the possessive. Ukudla kwabo, the prepositional. Uyadlala nabo, and the emphatic, bayajabula bona. We now move on to the demonstrative pronouns, which in English are expressed by the words this and that for the singular, and these and those for the plural. There's a demonstrative pronoun for each class of noun. The demonstratives, this and these, are formed as follows. Rule 1. If the noun begins with u, its demonstrative will begin with lo. If it begins with I, it will begin with le. If with a, its demonstrative will begin with la. And to this lo, le, and la, the pronoun of the noun must be added. For example, leli is the demonstrative meaning this for any singular noun of class 2. Because this class in the singular begins with I and its pronoun is li. Logu is the demonstrative meaning this for any noun of class 8 because this class begins with u and its pronoun is ku. Laba is the demonstrative meaning these for any plural noun of class 1 because such nouns begin with a and their pronoun is ba. Rule 2. The initial vowel of the noun to which the demonstrative refers is dropped. For example, this bucket, leli tunga. Not leli itunga, but leli tunga. Because two vowels must not come together. There must not be crasis of the vowels. This food, loku kudla, not loku ukudla. These people, laba bantu, not laba abantu. The Zulu for that and those will depend on the sense in which the words are used. For instance, in the sentence, where is that man you are speaking of? The word that has a different meaning to the that in the following sentence. That house over there belongs to me. And consequently, the word for that in Zulu will differ in each case. Rule 3. When the subject referred to is indicated, and may be said to be that or those yonder, the ya form of the demonstrative will be used. But when the object referred to is either not pointed out or may be said to be that or those to which I refer, then the o form of the demonstrative will be used. As will be seen, the ya form of the demonstrative is formed by adding ya to the words for this and these. For example, this plow, leli geja. That plow yonder, leli ya geja. The o form of the demonstrative is formed by changing the final vowel of the words for this and these into o. For example, leli geja, this plow. Lelo geja, that plow, to which I refer. As we go through each of the classes, again singular and plural, a few exceptions to the rules will be found. Class 1. This, lo. That in reference, lowo. That yonder, lowaya. These, laba. Those, labo. those yonder, labaya. Class 2. This, leli, that, lelo, that yonder, leliya. These, la, those, lawo, those yonder, lawaya. Class 3. This, le, that, leyo, that yonder, leya. Plural. These, lezi, those, lezo, those yonder, leziya. Class 4. This, lesi, that, leso, that yonder, lesiya. These, lezi, those, lezo, those yonder, leziya. Class 5. This, lo, that, lowo, that yonder, lowaya. These, le, those, leyo, those yonder, leya. Class 6. This, lolu, that, lolo, that yonder, loluya. These, lezi, those, lezo, those yonder, leziya. Class 7. This, lobu, that, lobo, that yonder, lobuya. Class 8. This, loku, that, logo, that yonder, loguya. We move on to the relative pronouns next. The relative pronouns in English is who for persons and which for animals and things. In Zulu, the relative in its simple form is a. This a must be made to coalesce with the initial vowel of the noun to which it, the relative, refers. And after that is done, the pronoun of that noun must be added. We know that the initial vowels of nouns can only be a in the plural of class 1 and 2, u in the singular of classes 1, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and e, either in the singular or plural of the remaining classes. The relative a will have to coalesce with one or other of these vowels in the ordinary way, that is to say, a and a into a and u into o, a and e into e. To the a, o, and e thus formed, the pronoun of the noun must be added. For example, the people who have gone, abantu abahambile. The sheep which are dead, izimvu ezifile. The food which is finished, ukudla okuphelile. Aba, ezi, and oku in the above examples are the result of the relative a coalescing with the initial vowels of the words abantu, izimvu, and ukudla, while in accordance with the rule, the pronouns of these nouns ba, zi, and ku have been added. Now, supposing we wish to say the person who is dead, it's not permissible to say umuntu o ufile, because it is a rule of the language, with few exceptions, that no two vowels can come together. This difficulty is got over by the following rule. When the pronoun is a vowel by itself, it cannot be added to the relative, but must be left out altogether. Therefore, the sheep which is dead, imvu efile, not eifile. The men who have gone, amadoda ahambile, not ahambile. The tree which is dead, umuti ofile, not o ufile. It is necessary to remind the student that the locative takes s before it when it is preceded by a pronoun. This rule holds good whether the pronoun be in its simple or relative form. For example, the bucket is in the house, itunga elisendlini. The bucket which is in the house, itunga elisendlini. Sorry, the first example should be the bucket is in the house, itunga elisendlini. The person is at home, umuntu usekhaya. The person who is at home, umuntu osekhaya. The sheep is in the kraal, imvu isesibayeni. The sheep which is in the kraal, imvu esesibayeni. When the verb in Zulu comes at the end of the relative clause, yo is generally added to it for the sake of euphony. For example, abantu abahambileyo, indoda efileyo, umfazi olimileyo. The relative also occurs in another case, the accusative. The rule for this is when the relative in English is followed by a pronoun, the relative, will take the following forms, no matter to what class of nouns such relative refers. Whom or which I will always be engi. Whom or which you, o. Whom or which he, class 1 obviously, a. Whom or which it, class 2, eli. Class 3, e. Class 4, esi. Class 5, o. Class 6, olu. Class 7, obu. Class 8, ogu. As for the plurals, we, whom or which we, esi, whom or which ye, any, whom or which they, class 1, aba, class 2, a, class 3, ezi, class 4, ezi, class 5, e, and class 6, ezi. Examples of the relative in the accusative, that is, when followed by a pronoun. The man whom you have liked, indoda oyithandileyo. The people whom we have seen, abantu esibabonileyo. The cattle which he has found, izinkomo azitholileyo. The food which I have eaten, ukudla engikudlileyo. The child which you have fetched, umntwana omlandileyo. The water which the leopard has drunk, amanzi ewaphuzile ingwe. The child whom the man liked, umntwana emthandile indoda. The cattle which the woman has collected, izinkomo azibuthile umfazi. Which is Old Zulu, but in current Zulu would be izinkomo ezibuthile inkosikazi. We then move on to adjectives. There are not many adjectives proper in Zulu, but the lack of this important part of speech is largely supplied by the use of participles, nouns in their simple form, nouns in their possessive form, na, the word na with a noun, na meaning with. There are some simple rules to this. Rule 1. When the adjective comes before the noun in the English sentence, it must in Zulu prefix the relative pronoun of the noun it qualifies, and may then stand either before or after the noun. For example, a big plate, isitsha esikhulu. The plate which is big is what it generally means. Or esikhulu isitsha, which is big, the plate. Rule 2. When the adjective in the English sentence comes after the noun in Zulu, it must prefix the simple pronoun. For example, the plate is big, isitsha sikhulu. Rule 3. Adjectives of one syllable, whether they come before or after a noun in English, must prefix mu, ma, and mi. when they qualify umu, classes 1 and 5, ama, class 2 plural, and imi, class 5 plural nouns. Examples of this: adjective used as an epithet. This is the tall person, umuntu omude, which literally is the person who is tall. The bad water, amanzi amabi, the water which is bad. The tall trees, imiti emide, the trees which are tall. Adjective used as a predicate. The person is tall, umuntu mude, the trees are tall, imiti mide, the water is bad, amanzi mabi. When it is used before a noun is called an epithet. When used after a noun is called a predicate. Just for clarity there. Rule 4. The adjectives dala, kulu, ningi, fushane, and ncane, prefix ma and mi when they qualify ama and imi nouns, and m only when they qualify umu nouns. Examples: adjectives used as an epithet. Many buckets, amatunga amaningi. Large trees, imiti emikhulu. An old woman, umfazi omdala. A short person, umuntu omfushane. Adjective used as a predicate. The buckets are many, amatunga maningi. The trees are large, imiti mikhulu. The woman is old, umfazi umdala. The person is short, umuntu umfushane. Rule 5. Adjectives of one syllable as well as dala, kulu, ningi, fushane, and ncane, prefix m or n, when they qualify nouns of class 3, either singular or plural. Note: m will be prefixed when the adjectives begin with a labial b, p, f, and v, and n in all other class cases. Examples to this are as follows: the sheep is old, imvu indala. An old sheep, imvu endala. The houses are big, izindlu zinkulu. Big houses, izindlu ezinkulu. The road is bad, indlela imbi. A bad road, indlela embi. The string is long, intambo inde. A long string, intambo ende. The man is nice, indoda inhle. A nice man, indoda enhle. It should be carefully noted that every adjective must prefix the pronoun in some form or another of the noun it qualifies. This rule holds good even where it is necessary to prefix mu, ma, and mi for the u, a, and e contained in these prefixes are the pronouns of the nouns to which they refer. Where, however, m or n only must be prefixed to the adjective, and because these prefixes do not in themselves, like mu, ma, and mi, contain the pronouns, the pronoun must be specially introduced. For example, the person is big, umuntu umkhulu, not umuntu mkhulu, umuntu umkhulu. The garden is large, insimu inkulu, not insimu nkulu, but insimu inkulu. When an adjective qualifies a pronoun only, the prefixes to be adopted will be as shown in the following examples. I am nice, ngimuhle. You are nice, umuhle. He is nice, muhle. We are nice, sibahle. Ye are nice, nibahle. They are nice, bahle. It is nice, class 2, lihle. They are nice, mahle. It is nice, class 3, inhle. They are nice, zinhle, etc. Comparison of adjectives. The word kuna is placed immediately before the thing compared. Thus, a tall man is nicer than a short man. Indoda ende inhle kunendoda emfushane. Note that the a of kuna coalesces with the initial vowel if there is one of the word following it in the ordinary way. Using dlula to surpass is another way. Dlula takes an accusative, and the quality with respect to which the comparison is made is either A, placed in the locative, or B, it is preceded by the word nga. For example, a tall man is nicer than a short man. Indoda ende iyayidlula indoda emfushane ebuhleni. Or, indoda ende iyayidlula indoda emfushane ngobuhle. Literally, a tall man, he, him, surpasses a man who is short in niceness or by niceness. Of these two forms of comparison, the kuna form is the more frequently employed. The superlative is formed by adding the word kakulu to the comparative. For example, this dog is the largest of those. Lenja inkulu kakulu kuna leziya. How the want of adjectives is supplied. There are 4 different ways, as already explained. Each of these ways will now be considered separately. 1. Adjectives formed from particles. You already know how to form a past participle. For example, ukufa, to die, past participle, file, dead. The present particle is the root of the verb. That's to say, fa, dying, in the verb ukufa, hamba, going, in the verb ukuhamba, etc. For example, a dead person, umuntu ofileyo. A dying person, umuntu ofayo. 2. Adjectives formed from nouns in their simple form. The following examples will illustrate this kind of adjective. This water is cold. Lamanzi magaza, from amagaza, cold. Cold water, amanzi amagaza. The tooth is sharp. Izinyo libukali, from ubukali, sharpness. A sharp tooth, izinyo elibukali. 3. Adjectives formed from nouns in their possessive form. We've seen that nouns of class 8 are verbal nouns. These nouns are in fact identical with the infinitives of verbs, so that the word ukutanda might mean either A, to love, that's the full infinitive of the verb tanda, or B, the act of loving, i.e. love, and would be, in the latter case, therefore, be a noun of class 8. It is these uku nouns which are so largely drawn upon to supply the want of adjectives, and it must be remembered that they are used with the possessive particles. Therefore, for washing soap, as opposed to soft soap, for instance, one would say, the soap of or for washing. Washing here is a noun and is expressed in Zulu by the word ukugeza. That is, a noun of class 8, and the present infinitive of the verb geza. The full sentence, therefore, would be insipho yokugeza, the soap of, or for the purpose of, washing. Here are some more examples. A riding saddle, isihlalo sokukhwela. Lesson book, incwadi yokufunda. Cooking water, amanzi okupheka. Drinking water, amanzi okuphuza, and so on. The possessive particle is often used with a noun in the locative case. Thus, a Durban man, indoda yaseThekwini, a man of at Durban. Mine work, umsebenzi wasemgodini, work of at a mine. Forest trees, imithi yasehlathini, tree of in a forest. 4. Adjectives formed from na, used with a noun. Na, amongst other things, means with, i.e. to possess. For example, the river is stony. Umfula unamatshe. The river is with stones. A stony river. Umfula onamatshe. A river which is with stones. The man is strong. Indoda inamandla. The man is with strength. A strong man. Indoda enamandla. A man who is with strength. The hands are filthy. Izandla zinensila. The hands are with filth. The filthy hands. Izandla ezinensila. The hands which are with filth. The a of na must coalesce in the usual way with any vowel immediately following it. As for numeral adjectives, these may be either cardinals, 1, 2, 3, or ordinals, first, second, third, etc. Cardinal numbers, these are as follows. Nye, bili, tatu, ne, nhlanu, isithupha, isikhombisa, isishiyagalombili, isishiyagalolunye, ishumi. Ishumi nanye, ishumi nambili, ishumi nantathu, ishumi nane, ishumi nanhlanu, ishumi nesithupha, ishumi nesikhombisa, ishumi nesishiyagalombili, ishumi nesishiyagalolunye, amashumi amabili, etc. The form, when used as a predicate, into inye, izinto zimbili, izinto zintathu, izinto zine, izinto zinhlanu, izinto ziyisithupha, izinto ziyisikhombisa, izinto ziyisishiyagalombili, izinto ziyisishiyagalolunye, etc. The following rules should be carefully learnt. Rule 1. Bili, 2, tatu, 3, and nhlanu, 5, prefix ma and mi when they qualify ama and imi nouns. Of course, these three words being plural in themselves cannot qualify umu nouns, for such occur only in the singular, and therefore never take the third irregular prefix mu. Rule 2. Bili prefixes m after the pronoun zi, and the conjunction na and. Rule 3. Tatu and nhlanu prefix n after the pronoun zi, and the conjunction na and. Observe, nye, 1, and ne, 4, being adjectives of one syllable, require the prefix mu, ma, and mi in the ordinary way. Examples. The buckets are 2. Amatunga mabili. 2 buckets. Amatunga amabili. The trees are 3. Imiti mitatu. 3 trees. Imiti emitatu. The cattle are 2. Izinkomo zimbili. 2 cattle. Izinkomo ezimbili. The fingers are 5. Iminwe mihlanu. 5 fingers, iminwe emihlanu. The houses are 3. Izindlu zintathu. 3 houses, izindlu ezintathu. The plates are 5. Izitsha zinhlanu. 5 plates, izitsha ezinhlanu. Bring 3 plates. Letha izitsha zibe ntathu. Tell 4 men. Tshela amadoda abe mane. The zibe and abe mean let them be. Literally, therefore, the translations of these sentences are fetch the plates, let them be 3, and tell the men, let them be 4. And also in the future tense, we will bring 5 trees. Sizoletha imiti ibe mihlanu. As for ordinal numbers, these, except first and 10th, and those following, are expressed by prefixing isi to the root of the cardinal number, the resulting word becoming a noun. This must be preceded by the possessive particle of the noun with the ordinal, which the ordinal qualifies. For example, bili, 2, isibili, second, hlanu, 5, isihlanu, fifth. So that the second dog, inja yesibili, which is the dog of the second. The 5th dog, inja yesihlanu, the dog of the 5th. The 6th child, umuntwana wesithupha, the child of the 6th. The 2nd day, usuku lwesibili, the day of the 2nd. First is expressed by ukuqala. 10th is expressed by ishumi. 11th is expressed by ishumi nanye. How to express both, all three, and so on. This form of expression is only in use up to all five. After that, the word onke, all or every, is used. The following examples illustrate the way in which these expressions are formed in Zulu. All three people, abantu bobatatu. Both buckets, amathunga omabili. All three sheep, izimvu zontathu. All four hands, izandla zone. All five trees, imithi yonhlanu. Both spoons, izinkezo zombili. How to express 1 by 1, 2 by 2, and so on. This is done as follows. 1 by 1, nganye nganye. 2 by 2, ngambili ngambili. 3 by 3, ngantathu ngantathu. 4 by 4, ngane ngane. 5 by 5, nganhlanu nganhlanu, and so on. We next move on to indefinite adjectives. The following are those in common use. The first one, nye, meaning other or another. For example, another person has gone. Umuntu omunye uhambile. They have found other plows. Bawatholile amanye amageja. Another time, esinye isikhathi. Another house, enye indlu. Number 2, onke, all or every. This takes the following prefixes. Class 1, wonke, singular, bonke, plural. Class 2, lonke and onke. Class 3, yonke and zonke. Class 4, sonke and zonke. Class 5, wonke and yonke. Class 6, lonke and zonke. Class 7, bonke. Class 8, konke. Sonke, all of us. Nonke, all of you. Number 3, edwa or odwa, alone or only. It takes the following prefixes. Class 1 for singular and plural, respectively. Yedwa and bodwa. Class 2, lodwa and odwa. Class 3, yodwa and zodwa. Class 4, sodwa, zodwa. Class 5, wodwa, yodwa. Class 6, lodwa, zodwa. Class 7, bodwa. Class 8, kodwa. Ngedwa, I alone. Sodwa, we alone. Wedwa, thou alone. Nodwa, ye alone. Next, ngaka, as big as this. Ngako, as big as that, when referred to. Ngakaya, as big as that, when the object is pointed out. For example, my child is as big as this. Umntanami ungaka. Your child is as big as that. Umntanakho ungako. My house is as big as that, pointed out. Indlu yamu ingakaya. Nganga, as big as. This should not be confused with ngaka. Ngaka is used when the name of the object is not mentioned, while to use nganga, the name of the object must be mentioned. Also, the final a of nganga must coalesce in the usual way with the initial vowel, if there is one, of the word following it. For example, the dog is as big as the hyena. Inja ingangempisi. Houses are as big as stones. Izindlu zingangamatshe. My child is as big as that one. Umntanami ungangalo lowaya. Nje, like this. Njalo, like that. That's a thing referred to but not pointed out. Njeya, like that, yonder, when the object is pointed out. Examples. Our plows are like this. Amageja ethu anje. His food is like that. Ukudla kwakhe kunjalo. Their dogs are like that. Izinja zabo zinjeya. If a pronoun follows nganga, it must be put in its prepositional form. For example, as big as me, ngangami. As big as you, ngangawe. As big as us, ngangati. How, njani, or what sort of. How are you, unjani. What is your house like? Indlu yakho injani. What is the plow like? Igeja linjani. What sort of person? Umuntu onjani. What sort of food? Ukudla okunjani. What is it like? Kunjani. Ku in the last example is the indefinite pronoun it. Ngakanani, how big or how great. For example, how big is your child? Umntanago ungakanani. How big are their gardens? Amasimu abo angakanani. How big are the sheep? Izimvu zingakanani. Njenga, like. This word, like nganga, is only used when the object is mentioned. Thus, a goat is like a sheep. Imbuzi injengemvu. A man who is like a boy. Indoda enjengomfana. If a pronoun follows njenga, it must be put in its prepositional form. Like me, njengami. Like you, njengawe, etc. Ubani, plural, obani. Who? This word, as in English, can be used only when referring to persons and is used interrogatively. For example, who is that man? Ubani leya ndoda. Who are these people? Obani laba bantu. Ngaki, how much or how many. How much water? Amanzi angaki. How much money? Imali engaki. How many people are there? Abantu bangaki. How many people? Abantu abangaki. Note, ngaki more often than not takes the prefixes ma and mi, just like adjectives of one syllable. For example, how many trees? Imiti emingaki. How many men? Amadoda amangaki. P, where? Where is the person? Upi umuntu. Which literally is he, where is the person. Where are the gardens? Api amasimu. They, where are the gardens. Where are the houses? Zipi izindlu. They, where are the houses. P may be placed either at the beginning of a sentence or at the end. For example, umuntu upi, amasimu api, izindlu zipi. Indefinite adjectives, being adjectives, must take the prefixes which ordinarily apply to such, so that another bucket, itunga elinye, other buckets, amatunga amanye. In these two examples, the relative must be used, because the adjectives another and other are epithets, that is, they come before the nouns. Moreover, because nye is an adjective of one syllable, it takes those syllables which have been laid down by rules for monosyllabic adjectives. Adverbs, once, twice, thrice, etc., are formed by prefixing ka to the root of the cardinal number. For example, kanye, once, kabili, twice, katatu, thrice, kane, four times. Many other adverbs are formed from adjectives by prefixing ka and sometimes ku. The following are those in everyday use. Kakulu, greatly or very. Kahle, nicely. Kangakaya, so greatly as that. Kabi, badly or evilly. Kangakanani, how greatly. Kaningi, abundantly or frequently. Kangaka, so greatly as this. Kude, far off. Kangaki, how many times or how often. A noun may be used adverbially by prefixing the preposition nga, the final a as usual coalescing with the initial vowel of such noun. For example, ngokuhlakanipha, cleverly. Ngokulunga, righteously or properly. Ngomusa, kindly or graciously. Ngokujabula, joyfully or gladly. Ngamandla, strongly. Ngobuvila, lazily. And numerous others, some of which occur as below. Adverbs of time. Namhla, today. Namhlanje, this very day. Kutangi, day before yesterday. Kutangi kwakutangi, day before the day before yesterday. Izolo, yesterday. Ngomso, tomorrow. Kusasa, tomorrow. Ngomhlomunye, day after tomorrow. Ngomhlomunye kwa ngomhlomunye, 3 days hence. Nonyaka, this year. Nyakomunye, year before last. Nyakenye, last year. Parts of the day. Ekuseni, in the morning. Epumeni kwelanga, at sunrise. Entambama, in the afternoon. Kusihlwa, in the evening. Mpondozankomo, early dawn. Ekuseni kakulu, very early. Emini, at noon. Ngokutshona kwelanga, at sunset. Ebusuku, at night. Ngokukala kwezinkukhu, at cockcrow. And as for a miscellaneous list of adverbs, beneath the table, ngaphansi kwetafula, near the house, eduze kwendlu. Ecaleni, on one side of or beside. Enhla, above. Ezansi, below. Ngalaphaya, over there. Kanxenye, on one side of. Ngaphansi, beneath or under. Phakathi, within. Phansi, down. Eduze, near. Emuva, behind. Ngalapha, in this direction. Nganeno, on this side of. Ngaphakathi, inside. Ngaphesheya, on the other side of, for instance, a road or river. Phambili, in front or before. Phezulu, up, above, on top of. Futhi, again. Kepha, however. Kude, far off. Lapha, here. Manje, now. Mhla, on the day when. Nini, when. Kade, long ago. Kumbe, perhaps. Kodwa, but. Mhlawumbe, perhaps. Lapho, in reference of, which it's there. So lapho is there, in reference or where you are. Masinyane or masinya is immediately or quickly. Ngemhla, daily. Njalo, continually or always. Nje, merely or only or simply or just. Obala, openly. Uma, when or if. Bo and ke are two particles which are added to a verb, the former amounts almost to our word must, and the latter to then. For example, hamba bo, do go, go along will you? Hamba ke, go then, you may go. Wabuya ke, and he returned. Interjections. The following interjections will be found useful. Aye, no. Cha, no. Ha, astonishment. Kahle, gently wait a bit. Musa, don't. Soga, get away with you. Anger. Yegani, the idea. Ow. Wonder. Eh, to assent. How. Displeasure. Maye, pain, grief, or distress. Pep, I'm sorry, used only to one hurting himself by accident. Utini, you don't say so. Yebo, yes. Yegimhlola, what nonsense. Pinde, never again. The use of and meaning of sa and se. These two little particles are constantly used and should be carefully learnt. Sa is always placed immediately after the pronoun. The principal meaning of sa is still. For example, the people are still eating. Abantu basadla. The sheep is still sick. Imvu isagula. Sa, as a general rule, is used with the present, imperfect, and future tenses. But note well, sa can never be used for the emphatic present. Se. The principal meanings of se are now and yet. Se is generally placed before the pronoun. The exceptions to this rule are that se can never be placed before a pronoun which is a vowel by itself. Now we know that there are 6 pronouns which are vowels by themselves. For example, u, thou or you, u, he or she, class 1, u, it, class 5 singular, I, it, class 3 singular, I, they, class 5 plural, a, they, class 2 plural. So that in these 6 cases, se will be placed after the pronoun. In 4 of them, the air of se is merged in the vowel of the pronoun. The following table will illustrate the foregoing. I am going now. Sengihamba. You are going now. Usuhamba. He is now going. Usehamba. It has now fallen. Seliwile. It is dead now. Isifile. It has now gone. Sesihambile. It is now dead. Usefile. It is now broken. Selupukile. It is now finished. Sebuphelile. It is now finished. Sekuphelile. So that's all the classes for the singular. As for the plural, starting from class 1 through to 6, we now have washed. Sesigezile. Ye now have fallen. Seniwile. They now have fallen. Sebawile. They are now dead. Class 2. Asefile. They are dead now. Class 3. Sezifile. They are now dead. Class 4. Sezifile. They are now dead. Class 5. Isifile. They are now broken. Class 6. Seziphukile. Sa and se in the negative. There will be no difficulty in using sa with a negative verb. In fact, neither its form nor its position in a sentence affected in such cases. But se in the negative requires special mention. When se is used in the negative, it's changed to ka, and its English meaning in such cases is yet. This word ka is placed immediately before the verb. For example, the cattle have not arrived yet. Izinkomo azikafiki. The food is not finished yet. Ukudla akukapheli. The sheep is not dead yet. Imvu ayikafi. Se is often used where its sense is not expressed in English. For example, uphi ungwenya usehambile. Where is ngwenya? He has gone. I have watered the trees. Sengiyithelile imithi. Sa and se have other meanings besides those already given. These will depend upon the tense of the verb used. In the following examples, both the literal and correct translations are given. I don't want money anymore. Or, I don't still want money. Angisayifuni imali. The people are not working any longer. Or, the people are not still working. Abantu abasasebenzi. Has that person gone yet? Which literally is, he now has gone, that person has he. Usehambile lowo muntu. How to express which, P. By examples. Which is your plow? Eliphi igeja lakho. Which are their children? Abaphi abantwana babo. The locative of which, i.e., at which, on which, etc., is expressed by prefixing ku to it. But it should be noted that as the ku in such cases will invariably be followed by a vowel, that of the relative, the u will always be changed to wa for the sake of euphony. For example, which is the plow? Eliphi igeja. On which plow? Kweliphi igeja. Instead of ku eliphi. Which house is it? Eyiphi indlu. In which house? Kweyiphi indlu. Instead of kuyiphi. Instead of ku eyiphi. Note, P in the above examples is a pronominal adjective, and as such must take the usual prefixes of adjectives of one syllable, so that, which buckets are they? Amaphi, amathunga. Which child is it? Omuphi umntwana. Which trees are they? Emiphi imithi. How to express mine, yours, ours, etc. This is always done by using the relative and will be best learned from the following examples. This plow is mine. Leli geja elami. Which basically means this plow which is of me. Those children are ours. Labaya bantwana abetu. Those children which are of us. This house is his. Lendlu eyake. This house which is of him. This food is its. Loku kudla okwayo, which is of it. If the order of the words in the above examples were changed to this is my plow, those are our children, this is his house, and this is its food, the Zulu sentences would still be the same. It should be noted also that the above construction is adopted in sentences such as the following. Whose is this horse? The chief's. Elikabani leli hashi? Elenkosi. Who is this child? The man's. Okabani lo mntwana? Owendoda. How to express who? The word who is ubani. In a sentence such as who is that man, ubani is sufficient to express who. For example, ubani leya ndoda. But in such sentences as who took your money, ubani alone will not be sufficient to express who. This sentence, paraphrased in English, is who is it who took your money? This is the method of expressing the idea in Zulu, so that the sentence in Zulu will be ubani oyithathile imali yakho. It may be given as a general rule that ubani must be used with a relative as above, when in English, who is immediately followed by a verb, not an auxiliary verb, while it may stand alone when not immediately followed by a verb, unless it be an auxiliary. For example, who is this person? Ubani lo muntu. Who told this person? Ubani omtshelile lo muntu. We know that the plural of ubani is obani. Therefore, its relative in the plural will be aba, for example. Who are those people? Obani labaya bantu. Who saw you? So this is the plural form. Who plural, saw you plural. Obani abani bonile. The following examples will suffice to illustrate the use of ubani when in the accusative. Whom has he beaten? Ubani amshayile. Whom plural have ye seen? Obani enibabonile. How to express whose? This is done by using the words kabani with the relative. It should be noted that, as in the case of proper names of persons, ka is the only possessive particle used with ubani. Examples. Whose are these children? Abakabani laba bantwana. Whose is this plough? Elikabani leli geja. Whose are those ploughs? Akabani lawaya mageja. Whose is this food? Okukabani loko kudla. Whose is this child? Okabani lo mntwana. The use and meaning of ni. Ni means what, used interrogatively. It is generally placed after and joined to the verb or pronoun. What do you want? Funan. What did they hit you with? Bakushaye ngani. What is the time? Isikhathi sini. Note, ni is an indefinite adjective, and as it's a monosyllable, it takes the prefixes proper to monosyllabic adjectives, so that, what tree is that? Umuti muni lowaya. What tribe is this person? Lo muntu uluhlobo luni. What trees are those? Leya miti imiti mini. The construction in the last example requires explanation. In this kind of sentence, when the demonstrative comes before the noun in Zulu, it, the noun, is mentioned twice. Thus, what is that person? Lowaya muntu umuntu muni. What are those cattle? Leziya zinkomo izinkomo zini. Yini is a form of expression in common use. It means, what is it? It may be used either by itself or in sentences such as the following. What are these people? Bayini laba bantu. What is to londoloza? Kuyini ukulondoloza? What is your child? Uyini umntanakho? Note, when used with pronouns alone, the following construction is adopted. Note the emphatic of the pronoun. Who are you? Uyini wena. What are we? Siyini tina. What is he? Uyini yena. What is it? Liyini lona. What are they? Ayini wona. And so on. In the above examples, the emphatic of the pronoun is given as being perhaps a better way of speaking. It may be left out altogether. For example, what is he could simply be uyini. How to express where? The Zulu of where is P. Its use will present no difficulties if it be remembered that it is found in two forms of construction. The one when P is added to the pronoun of the subject of the sentence, while in the other it is added to the verb. P is added to the pronoun when there is no other verb than the auxiliary in the clause, and to the verb in all other cases. The following examples will illustrate the two ways in which P is used. Where are our ploughs? Aphi amageja ethu. Where are the woman's children? Baphi abantwana bomfazi. Where is that man's food? Kubi ukudla kwaleya ndoda. Where are the children playing? Abantwana badlalaphi. Where are the cattle eating? Izinkomo zidlaphi. How to express there is, there are. There is and there are expressed, 1. By the word khona, used with the pronoun of the thing referred to, or by using the expression kukhona, no matter what the thing referred to happens to be. For example, there is a person, ukhona umuntu, or kukhona umuntu. There is a bucket, likhona itunga, or kukhona itunga. There are people, bakhona abantu, or kukhona abantu, and so on. The negatives, there is not and there are nots, are formed by using ko and placing the negative particle a at the beginning of the sentence. For example, there is no house, ayikho indlu, or akukho indlu, or indlu ayikho. There are no sheep, azikho izimvu, or akukho izimvu, or izimvu azikho. As the negative of the first example, or the number one form of expression, varies somewhat with certain classes of nouns, the following table will be found useful. Note, the negative of number two form of expression is regular throughout. it is akukho for all classes of nouns. However, for the number one form of expression, I shall lay out the various classes, starting with class 1 singular, followed by plural, through all the way to class 8 throughout. Class 1, there is no or there is not. Amugo, there are no or there are not. Abako. Class 2, aligo, awago. Class 3, ayigo, azigo. Class 4, asigo, azigo. Class 5, awugo, ayigo. Class 6, alugo, azigo. Class 7, abugo. Class 8, akugo. How to express more, some more, etc. This is done by using one or other or both of the words futhi, again, and nye, other or another. For example, the man has drunk more water. Indoda iwaphuzile futhi amanzi. The people have fetched some more food. Abantu bakulandile futhi ukudla. Or, abantu bakulandile okunye ukudla. The person has found more money. Umuntu uyitholile enye imali futhi. Note that futhi being an adverb requires no prefix, while nye, because it's an adjective, does. The relative pronoun used with a negative verb. In such cases, i.e. in English when the relative is followed by a negative, the word not is always expressed by nga. It does not matter what tense of the verb is used, nga will always stand for not. The position of nga in such sentences is immediately before the verb. Except when zo occurs in the tense, in which case its position is just before the zo. The verb itself undergoes precisely the same changes as in the ordinary negative. The following examples will be better understood after the verbs have been learnt. The woman who is not ploughing. Umfazi ongalimi. The women who are not ploughing. Abafazi abangalimi. The men who have not worked. Amadoda angasebenzanga. The people who were not wanting. Abantu ababengafuni. The man who used not to work. Indoda eya ingasebenzi. The ox which would not have died. Inkabi eya ingazufa. How to express by which, by whom, etc. These expressions require the use of the passive, both in English and in Zulu. The word by is expressed by ngu in the singular, only of nouns of class 1, and by yi in all other cases, including the plural of nouns of class 1. So ngu is strictly for the singular of class 1 nouns. The following examples will assist, perhaps, than an elaborate rule on the construction of such sentences. The man by whom I was seen. Indoda engabonwa yiyo. Which literally is the man whom I was seen by him. The dog by which he was bitten. Inja awalunywa yiyo. The dog which he was bitten by it. The thorn by which you were pricked. Iva owa tlachwa yilo. The thorn which you were pricked by it. The woman by whom they were bewitched. Umfazi abatakatwa nguye. The woman whom they were bewitched by her. The person who was seen by men. Umuntu owabonwa amadoda. The person who was seen by the men. In the last example, and of course all similar sentences, the word by is not expressed in Zulu. It will be useful in this connection to remember that when by which is followed merely by a pronoun, the construction will be the same as that shown in the first 4 examples, while if by which is followed by a noun, the construction is adopted in the last example. The construction adopted in the last example will hold good. Note, with which is expressed in the same way, na being used when the sense in company with is intended, and ga when the sense is by means of. For example, the person with whom I traveled. Umuntu engahamba naye. On which is expressed by using the preposition ku with the pronoun, the rest of the construction being the same as above. For example, the house in which you live. Indlu ohlala kuyo. The house in which you lived. Indlu owahlala kuyo. The last form of expression also expresses to which, to whom, etc. For example, the house to which I went. Indlu engahambela kuyo. The children to whom you spoke. Abantwana owakhuluma kubo. How to express whose when not used interrogatively. The student must be careful not to confuse this whose with the one used when asking a question, which, as shown above, is done by using kabani. The whose which we are now referring to and its construction is illustrated in the following examples, which will serve as examples for any other similar sentences. The man whose horse I took. Indoda engathatha ihashi layo, which literally is the man which I took the horse of him. The children whose food we cooked. Abantwana esabheka ukudla kwabo. The children which we cooked the food of them. The man whose money the boy found. Indoda atola imali yayo umfana. The chief whose men the lion killed. Inkosi elibulele amadoda ayo ibhubesi. The woman whose dog is lost. Umfazi oyinja yakhe ilahlekile. Now observe the accusative of the pronoun li, ku, yi, and wa in the first 4 examples just given is hardly necessary and has been omitted. In the last example, it is better to say onja instead of o inja, as shown. This elimination of the initial vowel of the noun, done merely for euphony, should always be adopted in sentences of this kind, when the whose necessitates the relative o, classes 1 and 5, being used. For example, the boy whose water is finished. Umfana omanzi ake aphelile. The finger whose nail is broken. Umunwe ozipho lwabo luphukile. How to express did you ever, have you ever, etc. 1. Did you ever? This is done by using the pronoun in its past tense, both before and after the word. Ke. E.g., did you ever work on a mine? Wake wasebenza emgodini. Did they ever plow here? Bake balima lapha. Did the dog ever bite you? Inja yake yakuluma. 2. Have you ever? This expression denotes more recent action than the above. It's formed as above, except that the first pronoun must be in its simple form. For example, have you ever paid hut tax? Uke watela. Have they ever seen this person? Bake bambona lo muntu. Has the water in this river ever got finished? Amanzi kulo umfula ake aphela. Have milis ever grown here? Umbila uke wamila lapha. How to express until. This is done by using the word ze from ukuza in the following manner. Stay here until I come back. Hlala lapha ngize ngibuye. Pour water into the bucket until it fills. Thela amanzi ethungeni lize ligcwale. It will be cold until summer arrives. Kuzoba makaza lize lifike ihlobo. We will work until he sees us. Sizosebenza aze asibone. Wait for me until the woman calls you. Ngilinde aze akubize umfazi. How to express it is not this, it is not that, it is not those, etc. It is not that, referring to a noun of class 2. Akulo leliya. It is not this person. Akuye lo muntu. It is not those, referring to a noun class 3 plural. Akuzo lezo. An alternative way of expressing the same idea is by inserting si between ku and lo, ye and zo in the above examples. For example, aku silo leliya. How to express and then. This is done by using se. The nature of the expression and then would seem to indicate either a past or a future action. But it may in narrative be used in the present as well. For example, and then I go out, saying ngiyaphuma. Here we have the use of the present tense ngiyaphuma, but remember that this is only done in narrative. For instance, in making a deposition, the complainant may use the present tense to describe some past action. That is to say, I go into the hut, and then he follows me, and then I run away. Ngiyangena endlini, useyangilandela sengiyabaleka. The imperfect might also be used here. That's to say, ngiyangena endlini, ubese ngilandela bese ngibaleka. This form of expression, though common enough in narrative, is not in such common use as that used in the future and past tenses. It will suffice here to give 2 examples of each of the commonly used tenses. Let the cattle drink, and then we will go. Aziphuze izinkomo bese sizohamba. Finish your work, and then I will give you your money. Qeda umsebenzi wakho, bese ngizokunika imali yakho. He gave us our things, and then we went. Wazinika izimpahla zethu sase sihamba. The dog ate poison and then it died. Inja yadla ubuthi ya isifa. I would have told ye, and then ye would have laughed. Ngangizo nitshela, nase nizohleka. Nase nizohleka. You would have left the horses outside, and then they would have died. Wa uzowa shiya phandle amahashi aesezofa. The particle ke also expresses the idea of and then. The particle ke also expresses the idea of and then. For example, and then I went, ngahamba ke. And then we beat them, sabashaya ke. The child cried then, ingane yakala ke. Note, ke must be added to the verb. Note, it should be borne in mind that the form of se varies with the different classes of nouns. How to express so that. This is done by using the word kona, e.g., stand here so that I shall see you. Yima lapha kona ngizokubona. Hold this person so that he may not run away. Bamba lo muntu kona angabaleki. How to express I think, as in I consider. I think this person is wicked. Ngithi lo muntu mubi. He thinks you're telling him lies. Uthi umtshela amanga. Do you think you'll catch the horse? Uthi uzolibamba ihashi. He will think I have told you. Uzothi ngikutshelile. As a general rule, such verbs as tell, see, think, etc. require the use of that expressed or implied in English, but always expressed in Zulu. T, however, must never be followed by that, ukuba or ukuthi. For example, tell this man that I don't want him any longer. Tshela le ndoda ukuthi angisayifuni. But do you think it will rain? Uthi liyazona. Li in the last example refers to isiZulu. How to express and that. This is done literally. E.g. nokuba, nokuthi, from na and ukuba and ukuthi. For example, tell him that it is drizzling and that the calves are outside. Mtshele ukuthi liyakiza nokuthi amankonyana aphandle. How to express whether or. This is done by norma, norma. E.g., tell me whether you have or have not paid, as in tax. Ngitshele noma uthelile noma awutelanga. Kwami, kwetu, kwabo. The expressions kwami, kwetu, kwako, kwenu, kwake, and kwabo are in common use. The kwa is recognizable as the possessive particle of class 8. This kwa is much the same kind of word as shares share in French and has the same meaning. That is to say, at the house of. For example, at my house, kwami, at your house, kwako, at our house, kwetu. Kwa is, in this form of expression, has all the different shades of meaning of the locative and may thus indicate either at, to, from, on, or in the house of. Somewhat similar expressions to the above are kiti, kimi, and kubo. Ki here means in the country of, and like kwa, has all the meanings of the locative. Unlike kwa, ki requires the use of the prepositional form of the pronoun, not the possessive. It also differs from qua in that it may be used only with the plurals of the three pronouns given. Ki is another form of ku, tu. For example, I come from your country. Ngivela kini. The people went to their part of the country. Abantu bahamba kubo. But in today's Zulu, though, it also is used meaning like to our house or my house or your house. So, kimi will be my house. Kubo, their house. Kiti, our house. Kini, our house.